All right, so morning again, everyone. So please, welcome to part two of this video. I don't want to say, sir, I can't bother with a long video, so it's best I put it in two parts. All right, so we're basically looking at how to do matrices. Let me see. Hold on. Why is it that not seen? Okay. Oh, some of the paper are hiding. So this is, let me see, the final condition basically that you need to know in order to, before you can start to use the matrix method to solve simultaneous equation. Alright, that's so student must be able to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, right? So they must be able to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. How do you find the inverse? The inverse is basically the determinant times the adjoint. That's all. And that's why I taught you how to find adjoint before and determinant. So as I was saying that the determinant, you put 1 over minus a 2 bracket and you multiply the elements in the leading diagonal or the first diagonal, which is here 2 times 3 6, and minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Be careful, God, not tell me, sir. Finish my pen, finish. Okay. And then now you tidy up your thing. Sorry. That will be A equal 1 over 6 times this is 2. Remember, negative times negative give you a positive. And remember how to find the adjoint. Interchange the element in the leading diagonal. 3 take 2 space, 2 take 3 space, and change the signs. So in the second diagonal, so this is negative, this must be positive, this is positive, this must be negative. Tidy up a thing now. So basically, that's it for the inverse. We're done this, so understand? 1 over 8. That's all. Make it stay like that. This is called a scalar factor. You can use it to multiply these, but you don't have to. This is now, I'm going to tell you when you use it to multiply this. Alright, let me give you something to try for your own and see how you did it. Alright, find the inverse. I know I always find the inverse of W equal 2 by 2 matrix 4, 2, minus 3, 1. How do we go ahead and do that now? You first write down what you know. Inverse equal determinant of A. Oh, sorry. Determinant of W. Because W we did no on A anymore. W times the adjoint. Shorten it of W. What is the determinant? It's always 1 over, remember, minus sign bracket, leading diagonal first. 4 times 2 is what? 8. And 1 times negative 3 is what? Negative 3, right? And remember now, adjoint of W is what? Interchange. 2, 4, change the sign. This was negative, this is positive, this is positive, this is not negative. Adjoint, finish, Tidy up a thing now. Inverse. Therefore, inverse equal. Remember, negative times negative give you a positive, so that's supposed to be 8 plus 3, which is 11. Can't get any easier than that. Alright, so we're not going to do anymore. So basically, that's it. That's it. So I was hoping that you'd pause the video when I write it from up here, do it and see if you get the same answer. Basically, that's it now. Alright, then. Let's look at some questions first now. So, all these that you're seeing here are CXC questions. I love makeup questions already, but these are CXC questions, right? Proven, right? Alright then, so activity. Listen to the activity now. Find the value for x and y given the simultaneous equation. Let me see if I can carry this down some more and you can see it. Given the simultaneous equation below using the matrix method, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 method. But for those who don't know the matrix method, for those who know, go and make an attempt. For those who don't know, I'm going to work a few examples and then we give you a little try after your own, okay? Alright, now look, if in order to find, look at this carefully now, in order to find the solution for x and y for any simultaneous equation, you must know the formula. What is the formula? Here's the formula. This is what you want to find. X and y equal the inverse of x. Inverse multiplied by x. Once remember this, because this here I try solving x and y. Right? Forget x and y, it is the inverse multiplied by x. And remember from day one, me the teach you how to find the inverse, don't. Alright, go down x. Multiply by x. What is x? Alright, x is basically the result, which is this. So what is a and what is x? Right? A would be these, which are the coefficient of x. Notice the pattern. A equal 2. The coefficient of y is 1. Coefficient right here. You see the form? Minus 2. Yes, what is happening? And x now would be this. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So notice me the teacher to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, and x is a 2 by 1. That is why from the beginning me the teacher say you must know how to multiply a 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1. So first you're going to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, and you're going to get something looking like this. And then you're going to multiply by the 2 by 1. And that's it. You pick up your 3 mark for something that was big and mighty. That is why we say we're teaching a stage. Right? So remember now for A, you take away the coefficients. So 2, 1, you see pattern, 5 minus 2. And then you write out the formula first. That is the first thing you want to do. Alright, let us see. Move on now. This is page 6. Alright, so let us do this example together now. Can we do this example? First thing, write out the formula. What we want to find. Solution. Show the people them where you're going to start, right? We want to find, let me use a bigger marker, preferably a blue. First, you have to give your matrix a name. Let us give our matrix R. Any letter you can choose, my friend. Any letter, no matter. Let us give our matrix R, right? Equal. Take out the coefficient then. 1, 2, 3, 1. You see pattern? And x. We know x is normally the result, which is 2 by 2, which is 8 and 9. So I write this together. That's the first thing, step 1. So that's step 1. Step 2, write the formula. What is the formula? This we're trying to find x and y. The formula is R inverse times x. First thing you want to find is the inverse. What is R inverse? What is the inverse? Inverse is always the determinant of R times the adjoint of R, right? Sorry about that. Now we'll go through now. What's the determinant? Put your thing. Remember we did teach all of that. What's the adjoint? You can go ahead and do adjoint, because adjoint easier. Adjoint interchange. One take one space and one take one space. Funny. Change the signs. Ademia. Done your adjoint, done. Now what's the something they know? What's the inverse? The determinant. Remember, multiply leading coefficient. 1 times 1, 1. And 3 times 2 is what? 6. So tidy up now. Let us tidy up. So ensure so you reach this so you can give some time for write off that as we move up. So let us tidy up now. Therefore, the inverse equal 1 minus 6 is what? 1 minus 6 is minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 1. So that is the inverse. That's where we read so far. That is the inverse. Look at it carefully. No, we want to multiply the inverse now. No, so you have to say this on your reason. Now recall formula. Recall x and y equal r inverse times x. So x and y now. What is r? R for here, so the real one I use a finer marker for here, so. Alright, what is r inverse? To get r inverse to be 1 over negative 5 r 1/5 times 1, 2. Now see it? This 2. We use the black. Alright, you know I'm going to continue blue, kind of, you know. 1. Alright, you see, yeah, so I secret. Hello, people. Yeah, so I the secret to thing. What is x? Remember what we get x to be? 8 and 9. Here what the secret to this now. Remember, Sir Williams tell you. Majority of people normally what they do when they reach here, so they'd use a scalar factor and multiply this. It will cause confusion. Don't do that. Remember, Sir Williams teach this today. Maybe at the first time you see this. Just focus on this first. And when you get the final answer, just remember say, you understand for focus on that. So, for example, carry this back down here, so. Don't let you out I mix none at all. Now, let us remember how to multiply a 2 by 2 matrix by a 2 by 1. Remember, first element in first row by first element in first column. Second element in first row by, second element in the column. So 1 by 8 is what? 8. 1 by 8 is 8. And listen now, minus 2 times 9 is minus what? 2 9 is what? 18, no? Right? Look at this now. Negative 3 by 8 is what? Negative 24. Ensure so you know in the timetable. Plus 1 times 9 is, bam, good. Carry this down here so same way. Carry down your 1/5 same way. Tidy it up now. 8 from 18 is how much? Bam, that's supposed to be 10. And 9 from 24 is how much? 9 from 24, how much that look like? About, maybe about 15, though. But you have negative, bigger number, keep a sign, subtract, keep a sign. Whenever you have two different, remember me teach you this in a big foot, little foot. I tell you in a basic, me teach first, because I know say I come back for hand people. You have negative 24 plus 9. Keep this answer is always the sign of the bigger number and subtract the smaller number. This is supposed to be what? 15. So this would be now. This is where as I say you have to use this now. Don't use it up yourself and confuse yourself. So it now therefore x and y. Put it now. Negative 10. This when this multiply, this I go under here. So negative 5 and negative 15 by negative 5. You understand? For example, if you multiply this by 1 negative 1/5, it will go under here. So multiply this by negative 1/5, it will go under here. So CXC student may expect to see them someday. If 5 negative into negative divide by negative, supposed to get positive, which is 2, and this supposed to be 3. So the answer for x and y is supposed to be that. That's what the answer. So that is the teacher example. Easiest it can get. Take down that. Make we work on that teacher example before me give you something to try out for yourself. Do that one here. Let us do that one here. Alright then. Another example. Remember the first thing you write out. Let us label this time this Z. Are you seeing it Z? What are the matrix? The coefficient them 2, 1, 5, negative 2, and x equal what? 3 and 12. Right? 3 and 12. The first thing that you want to do is to write out the formula. Remember, that's step 1. Step number 1, write out the formula. What is the formula? This we want to find. This we interesting to find out. Am I speaking truth here? We're interested to find this. So the formula would be Z inverse times X. The teacher from day one over find inverse. So we just go ahead now. In order to find the inverse of Z inverse, it would be determinant of Z times the adjoint of Z. And then go ahead now. How you find the determinant? 1 over minus. Put your 2 bracket times the adjoint. Find adjoint first because it's easier. Interchange. So this would be 2. I expect you to know this by now. I run through this. Change up the sign. Alright now. So, and then you multiply leading coefficient that are for the determinant. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And 5 times 1 is 5. Tidy up now. Therefore Z minus 1 would be 1 over negative 4 minus 4 would be negative 9. And 2. Make sure not go back over directed number. So this is the inverse. That's the inverse. So we'll find the inverse there already. Look on it. You can screenshot it and pause it and go over it. Alright, did you get that for the inverse? Because I know say, alright, let's continue now. So what we're going to do this time around, write back the formula, recall. So we are approaching final leg of race now. Remember, we approach the final leg. Recall, formula is what? XY equal inverse of Z times X. Now, would I find the inverse just now, which is 1 over 9. Inverse just now, 5 and 2. And X, what is X? Remember X and there one, write up this one. Now remember now, this is key. Normally they'd multiply this by this. Don't do that yet. Wait till the final. Don't confuse yourself. Just take my advice. As I say, my stupid or foolish advice. Come down right down here, son. Carry this back down. Use now multiply a 2 by 2 matrix first by a 2 by 1. So remember now, minus 2 times 3 minus 6. This is now minus 1 times 12 minus 12. Come down here, so now 5 times 3, 15 plus 2 times 12, 24. Tidy up a thing now and tell me how much I get. Tidy up a thing. Carry on this. Just don't forget that. That's all, okay? Just don't forget it and you're good. Tidy up this now. 6 plus that is 18 minus 18. And 24 plus is supposed to be how much? 24 plus this supposed to be 39, right? 39, I'm not sure. Well, let me see. 24, 39. Alright, so the answer now. So the answer for X, anything can cancel. If you can't cancel, just leave it as it is. You understand? So this should be, when you multiply this by this, should be 9 under this. Initially, I wanted to use a scalar to multiply this to see how it works. Maybe in another video, I can do it. So that would be negative 18 over negative 9 times 39 over 9. You understand? So when you tidy it up, X, therefore, sin Y would equal 9 into 18 how much time? 2. Negative divided by negative positive, 39 over 9. Leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. If this, don't leave it as it is, okay? So X should be what? 2. Y would be that. Okay. Alright. So you can always check to see if you're correct, by substituting these values into the equation. If it equate back to the 3, if you're correct. Alright, then let us try. I don't feel comfortable with this still. I know some follow all the procedure, but let us try nevertheless and see what we get. Plug it in a equation 1. So sometimes you have to test it. So we get x to be what? 2 and y to be 39 over 9. Because I know 9 can go in at 39. Let us substitute if you see. X equal 2 plus y. Why that be negative? Because y is negative 39 over 9 equal 3. If this equate to 3, we know so correct. This and that is 4. Alright, if we get it wrong, let's see. 9 and 9. 9 equal 3. If we get it wrong, and because we don't know if we do some mistake we make, but we are trying nevertheless. You see it. 9 4 is almost 36 over 9 minus 39 over 9 equal 3. This would be 3. Negative 3 over 9 equal 3. This into this 1 time, this into this 3 times. So I end up with negative 1/3 equal 3. This is incorrect. So unless, like last time we make a mistake, unless it's a mistake we make, we'd have to go track back. Because normally it's supposed to polish back out. Alright. You can always check it back still, but we don't have time for waste. You get me? The principle is that we know if we do the thing. Alright, this is now a do it yourself one. Do it yourself. Do this yourself. Make an attempt. Pause the video. We can come back to that. We don't have time for waste. Pause the video. Do all that I've taught you before and come back with your answer. Alright, you're supposed to finish by now. Make we work this together. Alright, first thing, let us label it. What we're going to label it now? N. So we are label the matrix N. So 3 minus 2, 2, 5. Once you follow the procedure, you can't go wrong, you know. And x. X is always the result. Equal 10 and 13. Alright, look how we are going to write this now. First thing, step solution. Step 1, you write your formula. Just in case you make a mistake, at least insist you know what you do. Right, formula now. So x and y we are trying to solve. So the formula would be n inverse, right, times x. What is n inverse? N inverse would be determinant of n times the adjoint of n. How do we find the determinant? Same procedure. Not change. The determinant is 3 times 5, 15. 2 times negative 2 would be negative 4. Sorry. Times the adjoint. What is the adjoint? Interchange. The position of the leading coefficient changes sign. This was negative, this positive. This is positive, this negative. And tidy up. Therefore, the inverse is basically 1. Negative times negative gives you positive. Right, so this would be 15 plus 4, 19 times this. Negative 2. Sorry, so do you reach here, so as yet? Alright, so we are come down, people. The video kind of long, but we are come down. Alright. No, so the next thing we want to do is step 2, write back the formula. Step number 2, recall the formula that x and y equal n inverse times x. What is, alright, we'll find n inverse, which is 1 over 19, 5, 3, 2, negative 2 times x, which is the result, 10 over 13. Remember, carry this down here, so don't trouble this. Let us multiply now. 5 times 10 is 50, plus 2 times 13 is 26. Negative 2 times 10 is negative 20, plus 3 times 13 supposed to be 39. Not if I have my calculator with me, but 39, the brain. So let me say 13. Scrabble it right, yeah, so. 39. Add up now. Simplify. Carry down your 19. Remember, always, this are the first thing. 50, that would be 76. 39, subtract 20. That's supposed to be much? 19. 19. Alright, so you see me I try to show you, so you see once you follow procedure, and I can't go wrong. Maybe with the next one, that's some mistake we make. Alright, look at this now. When you put 76 divided by 19 and 19 divided by 19, you're supposed to get x. 76 divided by 19, that's supposed to be how much? 76. Let me see. 19 times 4. Like we say, times 4. 9, 4 are 36 and 1. 4 and 4 are 56. 76 so on. So it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be 19 times 4. Alright, we know y is 1. Let me calculate that. That's why. Hold on the people. Let's see. Alright then. Alright, we'll find the calculator. Sometimes the brain stall. In a paper too, I go use calculator, so no worry on yourself. 76 divided by 19. 76 divided by 19. 4. 76 divided by 19 is 4. A 4. Me say first, I don't know what happened to me. Alright, so see it here. 4. So all you know you're right. So we get x to be 4. Use back the equation. Equation 3x. Let us see. 3x minus 2y equal 10. X we get to be 4. 3 times 4 minus 2 and 1 equal 10. 3, 4 is how much? 12 minus 2 equal 10. Alright, so what we are saying now, for the first one, we're never too sure what going on. That's some mistake we make, man. Because we know say when you come on to following procedure, we keen, which is this one. The only thing you have to do is just check back this step and see where we make the mistake. You understand what I say? Some mistake we make and we can't figure out. Let me see. 5 times 3 is 15. I wonder if I can see which part we make a mistake. 1. I try one on the people. I try check a mistake. We see what we make a mistake. All the way up here so we're good. 3 and 12. Hold on there. Alright. So 2 times that equal minus 4. 5 times that equal 5, which is minus 4 minus 1 over 9, right? And we interchange these two. Oh my people, me see where we make the mistake. Me know, man. Listen. Remember I said 2 of them are positive, you know. So if this supposed to be negative too. You see? So this supposed to be negative. So me see where we make the mistake. So this supposed to be negative too. So as some mistake, we know so we love to follow procedure, you know, by the T. So let me show you where we make a mistake. This is a mistake, yeah, so. Right? So you see when we are multiplying now, let me show you now. So it's supposed to be 5 times is supposed to be negative 15 people. Negative 15. So this is not supposed to be, yeah, so. That's why we make the mistake. I tell you now, some mistake we make, you know. 15 from something there. If 24 minus 15 is how much? That's supposed to be 9. Let me check it by my phone nevertheless. 24 minus 15. 9, see there? Some mistake me make with people. So look at this now. So x supposed to be 18 minus negative 9 and 9 minus negative 9, which finally is supposed to be 2 over minus 1. Because negative divide by positive give negative. So that's why I try to show you, say, people, just stay focused. You see, if you did get this wrong, you just have to check back. Alright, so we get x to be 2 and y to be negative 1. Let us now substitute it back now in the value where we did get wrong first time. If you see x to be 2 and y to be what? Negative 1. Negative 1 equal 3. See it here? 2 times 4 is 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 equal 3. See it here? So people, we know everything, as we say. If we make any mistake, and not because we don't know the thing and must some procedure, either we move too fast or we too confident or whatever that is. Alright, so that is, you can make the correction to be careful with the let me see which part we mess up. Are the adjoint, you know. Remember the adjoint. So let us be careful. Look back on the adjoint. Let me take this out of the way where I cause the confusion. The adjoint. Remember that we get up here, so you understand, positive. When we are going to change the adjoint, if this was negative, positive, it must be negative, and we never put in negative. And that's how we go wrong. Alright, now, so a student for homework. This is for your homework. Take it off for the homework. Take off your homework for me, please, because I realize you not love the homework, and that is the problem. Take off the homework for me, please. Thanks very much. He post the answer in the comment section. And up next is part 2 for matrices question, right? So please remember something looking like this, where we're multiplying a 2 by 2 matrix by a 2 by 2 matrix. You understand? What do we do in a case like this where we're asked to find B and asked to find K? Procedure still remain the same. Very easy. I can show you how to do that. Please subscribe. See you the end. Enjoy the rest of your day now. Okay? Jesus bless you.